Assignment number 5 requires that you conduct Assignment number 5 requires that you conduct 2 hypothesis tests using your data. In this case, the data used was the number of frets on the guitar. The original descriptive statistics are shown here, and in a hypothesis test, you make your conclusion based on a sample. So here we've taken a sample showing 5 out of the 20 and the mean and the standard deviation for both the original population and the sample. In the first test, we will assume that the population mean for the number of frets is 20.75. So we've developed the null and the alternative hypothesis here. This shows that it's a two-sided test. We'll start with the data. A sample of guitars is chosen with a population standard deviation of 1.48 using the original data, and a sample mean of 22.6 using our sample data. We'll do the test for a significance level alpha of 0.05. To demonstrate your understanding, to calculate the z statistic, which is sample mean minus the hypothesized population mean over the standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size. Calculating that, we find a z test value of 2.8. We know for a two-sided test with a significance level of 0.05, we know that our critical z value is 1.96. Since the test z is greater than the critical z, we meet our rejection criterion, so the conclusion is we reject the null hypothesis. Restating that in words, it would be wrong to assume that the mean amount of guitar frets is 20.75. The second hypothesis test, done similarly. In this case, we'll assume that the number of frets found on the guitar is less than or equal to 20.75. Therefore, we have our null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Again, we will use sample mean of 22.6 and a population standard deviation of 1.48. We calculate and get the same test z value of 2.8. And in this case, for a significance level of 0.1 with a one-sided test, our critical z value is 1.28. Our test statistic is greater than the critical statistic, and again, we should reject the null hypothesis.